I just got off a bus at the train station and I'm about to cross this bridge, the Broadway Bridge, the northmost of downtown's bridges, which isn't really in downtown. And then over on this side, this big building is the old downtown post office, which I believe is in the process of being decommissioned. There's still part of it that's open, but most of it is being shut down. And I'm gonna walk across this bridge and look at the view from the Broadway Bridge. Broadway in East Portland, east of the river, is a west-east route, and then right here it turns and becomes a north-south route. So Broadway goes through northeast Portland, North Portland for about 4 blocks, northwest Portland, and southwest Portland. Goes through 4 of the 5 quadrants of Portland. So like the other bridges on the Willamette, this is a drawbridge. It has a higher clearance compared to the steel bridge and some of the other bridges, so I think it goes up and down less often, but it is a drawbridge. And over there, well, first we see a streetcar. Over there we see some grain elevators. We see a ship, probably destined for East Asia. I imagine these ships are destined to East Asia and are carrying grain. Over there we have one of the main grain elevators, formerly owned by the Lewis Dreyfus family, as in Julia. And there we have the stadium complex, the old stadium, and what I call the new stadium, but it's now 30 years, almost 30 years old. And there we have residential in downtown. So this kind of shows, Portland has a mixture of this really old economy, grain transshipment point. Then we have things like the convention center, kind of the convention district, more guaranteed, more oriented towards entertainment and services. So just the view from this bridge shows Oregon, old and new. In conclusion, Oregon is a land of contrasts. It's kind of hidden by the trees, but over there, that was an apartment building I lived in on North Broadway, which only exists really between the freeway and the river. And I moved in there in 2004, stayed until 2009, and at the time you could get a studio apartment with hardwood floors and a clawfoot tub close to downtown Portland for $500 a month and a firm handshake. And you can't do that anymore. On the other hand, we do have a streetcar with all this impressive sculpture. So the neighborhood has changed in some ways for better and for worse. Anyway, was just going to get on the train, but I was kind of tired of sitting down from being on the bus. So I'm just going to go to the transit center and get on the train. And this was my little tour of my old neighborhood.